Thank you both for being here today. My name is Marty Hicks. Today is May 10th. Happy full moon. My website is helloextraordinarylife.com. Check it out. There's a free offer for you on that website. I am a relationship coach. I get to mentor and coach people toward loving yourself from the inside out. This journey begins because our primary relationship, first and foremost, is with ourselves. So that's why I decided relationship coach is what I do. That's who I am. Because I'm with me 24/7 and you're with you 24/7. Even though our parents or our guardians, whoever took care of us, taught us a lot of things, but I'm still with me 100% of the time. 24/7, every day. I'm in my own head. In my own life, what I've learned is that most of my skills I learned growing up were of survival. Based on whatever my parents went through, we learned how to survive. This journey of loving ourselves from the inside out is about thriving. It's about going inside and learning how to adult. Our new word these days, adulting. I get to adult and have creative, effective coping skills. My survival skills that I learn are usually, when I look back, I'm like, oh, it's quite childish and juvenile. It's what I've known my whole life. However, it's not very effective today. That's what I experience. It's not working. And that's what I'm here today to talk about is we learned young how to survive and how to cope in the world. And I suspect that you're here and you'll be listening at some point because it's being recorded because something's not working for you. Thoughts. Maybe you're going deeper into who you are. The patterns no longer serve. They certainly aren't helping us thrive in our life. And maybe I just want more. It's important, I think, first and foremost, that we give ourselves permission. You have permission to look around inside, to look at what's working and what's not working. And then how do you want to be different with it? I'm avoiding the word change because we don't like change. Most of us resist change. So how do you want to be different with yourself? What kind of skills or tools would you like to implement that might be more effective? And that's the goal of these calls, is to give you some of those tips and insights into gaining some skills that maybe you just don't know about yet. At the end of the call, I'll open it up so that we can share together and potentially help each other. And I've muted the call so that I can offer what I have and you get what you need to get. It's my life and my world is 100% my responsibility. I'm creating it every moment of every day, as are you. Nobody is a victim here. And it begins from the inside. When we stop reacting to our circumstances and we begin responding, our world becomes different. Now I'm being responsible. Instead of reacting from something that potentially triggered me from childhood. We've been conditioned, we've been trained, surviving, and then life triggers us, and we're reacting to the circumstance. And then moving on to beating myself up because I didn't respond the way that I wanted to or thought I should. I'm certain I can feel some relation in that. I can't hear you. The thing I've learned most on this journey is that the more I love me from that inside out, the more I'm able to give love to you without condition and without expectation. I know when I'm judging me, I'm judging you. And when I'm judging you, I'm judging me. There's no exemptions. It's all, I'm the same. I show up everywhere the same. I may not look the same. I may not act the same. But what goes on inside of me is the same. I cannot love you more than I love me. I won't allow you to love me more than I love me. Somebody said that to me, and I went, oh, holy moly. I am sabotaging myself everywhere because I don't love me. I had no idea how to do that. Everything was conditional in my world. Most of us are that way. Our culture is that way. We have a culture of not enough. It's everywhere. Our advertising, our media, our TV, we're told we're not enough, and then we're conditioned often from our childhood of not enough. Depending on your age, my grandparents were in that Depression era. So my mom was coming right in on the tail end of that. I think my grandma was probably born in the Depression, at the end of the Depression. Not enough. Survival. And that's what we learn, generation by generation. So it's time for us to break the cycle. And that's why we're doing this journey to loving yourself from the inside out. I think that's all I have for today. So I could probably go on and on, but I'm not going to. I'm going to open it up, get off lecture here, and let you all, okay, click. Whoops, okay. There we go. Are you still there? Did it open it up? Oh, wait, hold on. Unmute there. Let me see if that works. Okay, now I can hear you. I heard Alicia. There we go.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, there we go. I'm still learning the controls on my screen. So, my first call, yep, Billy says, oh, you're going to get good learning. So, I got some good learning.
Well, good stuff.
How did that land for you?
It brings together a lot of separate points that have been for me for several years. Each time it goes a little bit deeper level or a little bit clearer. It's good for me to see them now. Oh, this all kind of it relates to each other and comes together.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm almost home, so I can turn off the car and have that background noise go away.
You're good. I'm not hearing it so much right at the moment.
Yeah, I can't either.
You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. I don't hear the background noise.
And the same.
Oh.
I can hear you without the background noise.
Oh, that's good. Well, I'm home, so car's off. Yay.
Awesome.
I really liked how you emphasized doing something different instead of changing something. Because yeah, you're right. I'm not a big fan of change, even though my mantra has been for many, many years, the universe is constantly changing, but I still resist change. But doing something different, I can do. I could do that. Okay, I could do something different. I can try something different. It's not like, I have to flip a switch and all of a sudden go from black to white or blue to purple or whatever, I can just do one thing different and begin to recreate my world. And we spoke on Monday night about loving. I can't love you any more than I love myself, which was huge for me. But Monday night you also said we can interchange love with compassion, and that one really resonated with me because there's people in this world I genuinely don't like, and I don't want to spend any time with them, but I could get to a place energetically, spiritually, emotionally where I could show them compassion. And why on earth would I be showing somebody else more compassion than I would even be showing myself? So I've only had 2 days of practice, Tuesday and Wednesday morning.
Good.
At showing myself compassion, but this is a fun journey. This is very exciting for me, and what a concept! And just doing one thing differently, showing myself compassion first, is huge. It's huge. I didn't realize how much I was neglecting myself. So how did I even have enough to show compassion to somebody else if I wasn't showing compassion to me?
Most of us don't know that.
Right.
I didn't know that.
We're only taught that we give. We're taught to give, that we're always giving rather than receiving. So when we're always giving, we don't even know how to receive from ourselves.
And we don't know how to give to ourselves.
Right.
That was a big lesson for me during that year that I had the surgeries. And I say year because I knew from November of 2010 that I had to have the surgeries. And I had the first one in October of 2011. So in that little over a year before the whole cycle was finished, that was one of the things I physically couldn't do for others. Emotionally didn't have it to even care. Everything had to be focused on taking care of me. And I was barely doing that. So I learned not to judge myself, starting with when I can't get off the couch much longer than to get up and warm up a frozen dinner in the microwave to have something to eat. Don't judge myself because I'm not doing for someone else or I'm not getting things done that should be done. And so it was real eye-opening to begin to see, wait a minute, why have I berated myself because I wasn't doing as much as I thought I should, or I wasn't doing more, or I wasn't being more compassionate for someone else when I had neglected myself all through these years?
Mm-hmm. Yep. We do that until we know something different.
Right. So it was the time to learn that lesson.
Right. I'm so glad, Alicia, you're practicing.
I keep having to do reviews on that lesson too. So.
Oh, right. This is the ongoing journey. My course is a 6-week course. It's the beginning of a journey to loving ourselves from the inside out.
Right.
Because it's ongoing. There's, as much as I would love to say I have arrived, I am human.
Well, and I think we don't. For me, from the time I was a child, I look forward to being a teenager, then a young adult, because I've made it from.
I know, yes.
I remember specifically when I was 19, 20 years old, we had my husband at the time and I had a couple that were good friends, and Dana and Cliff were 27. And Dana worked full-time, kept an immaculate house, did all these activities. I just thought she was the perfect woman. And I couldn't wait till I was 27 and could have that kind of confidence and authority. When I was 27, I got flattened with health problems. But at the same time, it was not long after that I have a degree in education, and I homeschooled my daughters for 7 years. And one of the basic I learned in working with, because I taught from preschool through 7th grade with the girls, is the irregularly spaced repetition is the way we as human beings are programmed, hardwired. Well, why we understand that when it's learning math or science or reading, but we don't think to apply that to ourselves in learning life lessons or spiritual lessons.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, we have to come back and have a little review lesson.
Often.
So
ongoing process.
Exactly. It's an ongoing process because that keeps our foundation stronger, but also helps us be ready for the next step in learning.
Yes, layer by layer.
So I've gotten to where when I see them in a review lesson, I say, oh, time for review, huh?
Exactly. And when we can accept that's really key. And when I can accept that it's time and I'm not just repeating the same mistake, I'm reviewing. That was really important.
It's to help me remember.
That's
and one of the things that I have found the last 10 years that I get a little review, and then I've got a new lesson coming fairly quickly where I've got to have that down to be able to handle the next lesson.
Yes. Yes, yes. Alicia, anything else?
Well, I'm listening, and I had you on mute so that you didn't hear all my rattling noises. I like what Billy said about review. We're not relearning. We are reviewing, remembering. It reminded me of when I was early in recovery and going to some kind of meeting or class or education or something every single day for a long time. And the psychiatrist in charge of all of us, she would tell us, it's time to open up your toolbox and clean off all your rusty tools. So we laid all our tools out. We imagined laying out all our rusty tools and cleaning them up and remembering what they were used for and how to use them. And then we put them back in the toolbox, all clean and shiny and ready to go.
I like that. You got a whole visual on that.
Yeah, I'm very, very visual, and so, yeah, that's one of my...
That's helpful. I like that.
one of my favorites.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
So yeah, I'm. This is fun for me. When we talk about working on ourselves, it always makes me cringe because that's hard work, lots of tears, lots of angst, lots of pain, and I don't want to, but I have to, So, or I need it, and so far this has been fun. It has been
good. I'm so glad.
An enjoyable, pleasant experience. I haven't been full of pain and angst and dread. So that's a pleasant surprise to me.
Yes. I love that. I want to remind you that this is being recorded, and I am going to post this, so I hope you're okay with that. Yes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to post it so that those that couldn't be here can listen and gain their own pieces of insight and join us in the future. This will be weekly. This call is going to happen every week, 9 o'clock. I'm not sure if this will stay the same time. I may alter and see what's going to work because I know a lot of people were working today at 9 o'clock. So, but for now, every week, 9 a.m. for 30 minutes, and I realize I didn't talk very long, so I may have to just do something about that. But I'm very pleased with the first call. Thank you both for being here.
Well,
all your love and support.
Oh, happy to be here. Thank you for doing it because it's really needed.
Yes, it is. I am going to stop the recording so I can honor our time.